Welcome back to Cinema Corner. I'm Blake, and here are my co-hosts, Josh and Alex.
And today we are discussing our top 10 movies of all time. Obviously, this is our lists, so are they right? Probably not, in
Yes.
other people's eyes,
They
but
are.
to us,
100%.
they are.
No,
This
To
is the
us,
top
they are.
30 in the world.
you pick
right
one of
here.
these three, and you make it your personality and your identity.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably more than
Betos.
one for me, but yeah, you're right. You're right. Anyways,
Huh.
who wants to kick off this top 10 list?
Alex.
Thoughts?
Okay, I'll kick it off. Number 10, and still at number 10. I don't think mine's changed too much. Maybe a little reordering, but for me, it's Mad Max Fury Road is still at number 10. It's on there, has not been dethroned yet, but yeah, that's my number 10.
Blake.
No.
Josh.
Go ahead.
My number 10 is The Batman. That is at my 10. I feel like it just had to be in the top 10, but for me, it's holding on. It's holding on to that spot. We'll see if it ever gets dethroned.
My number one, because I go at a different order than you guys. Number 10. I'm going to say it. It's Godzilla -1. I love this movie.
Ooh.
I've seen it a lot of times already. I think it is a perfect Godzilla movie mixed in with a really, really good human element as well. Godzilla is just the monster he is. No talking to him or training him. He's just a monster doing his monster thing. I thought the human element in this movie is really good. And it's obviously Oscar winner for best visual effects. Well deserved. And I just really enjoy this movie.
That's a new addition.
It's a couple new additions.
A couple.
It's a
Yeah.
valid one. It's a valid one.
Interesting.
Still need to see it in color.
How have you not seen it? My number 9 is The Green Book. I watched this movie recently. Absolutely loved it. I say recently, it's been quite a while now that I really think about it. Definitely was deserving of the Oscar that it won that year. Viggo Mortensen was phenomenal. Mahershala Ali was really good. This was just a really good mixture of a movie with a lot of meaning behind it and emotion, while also throwing in well-placed comedy that made it enjoyable the whole time. And so, yeah, I definitely enjoy this movie. I think, like I said, if you want something that is emotional and about, a deeper top, it's also, it's a deeper movie in a sense. It's something that's meaningful, but also has really, really well done comedy to make it not just be super serious the whole time. I think this movie is one of the best at accomplishing that perfect balance.
Okay. That is a really good movie. Really like it. It was on my list of movies to try to assign you, but then said you watched it. Okay. My number 9 is a movie that I seem to forget how much I actually enjoy it until I either see clips on TikTok about it or see it on the actual TV screen, and that is Interstellar. I just really think it is so cool. There's the visuals, and as well as a lot of just kind of behind the scenes about making that movie, of the actual science being implemented with it. It's very cool and unique to it. Also, just think it's a well-acted movie, and the soundtrack, of course, is quite beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good film, isn't it? Too bad it was ruined by Mr. McKnight. Shout out, Mr. McKnight. Anyways, my number 8 is Nightmare on Elm Street 3. That still has yet to be dethroned for slasher/horror classic, Although
Clearly, you haven't seen Halloween.
nah, I'm
Did you
good.
say number 9 or number 8?
9.
Oh yeah, nine. Sorry, yeah.
He said,
He said 9. I'm
No,
pretty
he
sure he
said
said
8.
I think I said
Oh.
8. I think
I
And
heard
I was like, okay.
no,
I
no,
heard
no.
nine.
It's 9. It's 9.
Yeah,
Sorry.
fuck 9.
No, yeah, it's number 9 for me.
Wow, interesting. I don't remember where that was last year for you.
Probably like 7 or
I
8.
believe it
I
was
thought it
around
was a lot
5.
higher.
Oh.
Somebody do their next one. I'll tell you.
Okay.
I have it written down.
You have it written down? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll switch it up. I'll go with my number 8.
Gotta mic on that.
Okay. My number 8 is a new edition. It is the Book of Clarence. That was one that it broke the top 10.
Hell yeah, brother.
Just a fun storyline, as well as when I texted you, I was like, I've never seen a movie insult while at the same time respect religion as much as that film does. As well as Benedict Cumberbatch is just the funniest motherfucker to just appear. So I had to make it.
Hell yeah. I was wondering, is like, did it creep in there? Did it creep into Josh's top 10?
Number
yeah.
7. Freddy Cougar was number 7 for your list last time.
Oh. Okay. So not too much of a drop.
No.
Okay, I'll hit us with your 8 this time.
Wait, did he get
No.
his 9?
Yeah, no. Blake's going to go last this time.
I gave my 9.
Oh. Okay. So my number 8, Bullet Train. Still there, baby. I legitimately don't think that if at any point it moves, it's gonna move to 10, but it won't. I don't think it will ever leave the top 10. I just love that movie.
I am very surprised that
constantly
movie's
reminded by
not
it.
higher for you.
It was number 8.
Yeah, so it stayed the same. Yeah.
Interesting.
Love it.
My number 8 is Whiplash. I absolutely love this movie. I think it is. I mentioned in a previous video, it has one of my favorite scenes of all time. I think it's one of the best endings of all time, just to give you action and then end the movie. I just think the acting between Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons in this is phenomenal. Damien Chazelle just directed the shit out of this movie, and it's just super enjoyable.
Respect it. The ending is pretty iconic. I'll go with my number 7, and it is Django Unchained. I believe that is the exact same spot I had it last time.
5.
5, really? No, it's dropped then. I think this movie will forever be in the top 10 just because the action of it is peak. It's funny, and not once are you bored throughout the entire film.
It's a good movie. Blake isn't the biggest fan of the director, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah, no, this is definitely his best movie in this. Yeah, I agree. This movie is really good.
I mean, it has Leo in it. It has Sam Jackson, Jimmy Fox. That shit was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's like the only movie he should have ever made.
Jonah Hill even cameoed in there. Number 7.
Kerry Washington doesn't get any nod. Interesting. Weird. Don't nod to the female actress who did a phenomenal job in the movie.
I don't remember her name.
Oh, shocker. Didn't care to mention or learn her name.
Oh my god. So extra. All right, my number 7. Kingsman.
So we won't see
Secret
Barbie on
Service.
this list.
Kingsman, the Secret Service. It's still there. I don't know where it was before, but I feel like it maybe dropped like a spot or two.
It
wasn't in your top. Oh, it was number 6. Sorry, my bad. I was looking at
Oh, okay. So
was
it
number
dropped
6.
one. It dropped one. Okay. Yeah, because I definitely switched two. Mainly because I rewatched one of them more often,
Valid.
more recently.
My number 6. Another movie with a phenomenal ending. Uncut Gems. I love this movie. I think the ending is phenomenal. I think the story is so good. Adam Sandler absolutely cooks in a serious role. So I think it would be very hard for this movie to ever drop out of a top 10 for me.
That's valid. It is an iconic Blake, and it is also
Indeed.
Blake's future if he stays down this path.
The hell?
Yo.
The hell?
Okay, I'll go my number 6. I think this movie for me is always just going to have to stay in the top 10. I always will have an excuse for it to stay in the top 10, and that is Infinity War, just because it holds just the best theater experience about being in there with the snap. To me, that's just iconic. Awesome intro. Was so fun. always be there.
I skipped over my number 7, which is Infinity War. I just realized.
I thought you said it
I went
already.
straight to 6. No,
I trusted you.
I went from Whiplash to Uncut Gems, which is 6. Infinity War was number 7 for me.
Okay. Quick fire by Blake there. All right, Alex, you're number 6.
My number 6, Super Bad. Stays. I moved up a spot, I believe. It switched with Kingpin,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
7.
Super bad.
Yeah. It's switched spots. I rewatched it twice since the last time we did this, and it's just gotten better for me. I love that movie. It's fucking hilarious. The two cops
Valid.
are just perfect.
Number 5. I'll be the one to do it. I assume you guys have it somewhere on yours coming up. If not, I would be surprised. Dune Part 2, number 5. This movie is phenomenal. Honestly, I struggled to put Dune or Dune 2 or both in the top 10 because I enjoyed both movies that much. But Dune 2 is just absolutely phenomenal movie. Not a whole lot else to say about it. I mean,
That's all you need to say about it.
And you know what? Let me just chime in here real quick because I also have
Go
it
ahead,
at
chime in,
number
buddy.
5. I also have it at number 5. So, yeah, that is my number 5 as well.
go
All
ahead,
right, guys. I'll just chime in here. My number 5 is "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Big Trouble.
Yeah, that one was. I think that one was pretty high on last year. I don't
3.
remember. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that's because I had some that has invaded the top 3. Anyways, yeah, this one is another one that is forever going to be in my top 10. I always will have an excuse for it just because I think it's fun. It's also just, I think, kind of quirky of a parody of the Odyssey. And just something about that just makes it seem really cool to me that you can do a parody for an old-ass play like that and it be fun. Plus, also it's got a banger song in it.
My top 4
Right.
has not changed at all. So number
Really?
4, Dark Knight stays at 4. This is just a phenomenal movie that we've talked about at length before because it's in a lot of top 10s. So there's not a whole lot to say, obviously, but stays at number 4 for me.
And I believe mine is the same as well. Mine is The Batman at number 4. Amazing. Nothing much I can say about it. It's amazing. But there's 3 more that I have just above it.
Okay. Well, here's mine. At number 4 is Barbie, which I know previously I think I had it at 3. And I don't know if you're checking that, but anyways, I had
It wasn't
on...
out. It wasn't out when we did the last.
Okay,
video.
I know I said in previous videos at least.
Yeah, no, it wasn't out the last time we did this
Yeah.
video.
Barbie, this one just fun. If you make me love a musical this much, it's gonna be my only musical in the top 10. Probably my only musical in my top 30. I love it.
Plus, it
Interesting.
has your man crush, so that
Yeah.
helps.
The one and
So
only.
Sweeney Todd isn't a top 30. Weird.
No, not at all.
Okay, my number 3 is still Queen and Slim. I think this movie is super underrated. It's amazing. Obviously, it has one of my favorite actors in it, so that's going to help the rating of any movie that has, my boy in it. Even Nope. He had the best scene in Nope. Fight me about it. Keke Palmer is also good in that, but that doesn't matter. That's not what we're talking about. Queen and Slim, great movie. I've talked about it. I think the ending is phenomenal. And just overall, I think the story is super entertaining, and I think the dynamic between the two is phenomenal.
It's good. I do always remember being surprised about that being your favorite, but it is a good movie.
Yeah.
You came out in the theater loving that film. Okay, I will go with my number 3. And it is the one that has come in, Dune 2. That's where I have Dune 2 at. I fucking love it. I mean, they land the third one. That is the Star Wars killer right there. Disney is going to lose all their money invested in that because holy shit, they are on a run right now. I'm loving it.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Number 3. Still number 3. Dark Knight. Performance of a lifetime. I mean, yeah. Enough said. If you know, you know.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal. Number 2, the greatest superhero movie of all time, The Batman, has the greatest scene in cinema history. The score is phenomenal. The story is interesting. The acting is great. Just all around, this is, without a doubt, to me, the best superhero live-action movie, and I don't see it ever being topped by another superhero movie, especially the way some companies are going. James Gunn's the only one who has a chance to top it. But yeah, we've talked about this movie at length, and obviously we just recently did a video talking about the greatest scenes, and this had my favorite scene of all time, and I find it hard to believe that anyone's going to top it.
How many times, you should say, how many times have you seen the movie?
I don't, twice maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta need more than 2 hands, buddy.
I think you said 20 plus.
Oh no, you just don't see them, but my feet are also like.
Oh yeah, you might need more than just your hands and toes. If we're being honest, if I really had to think about it, we're probably right around 25 if I had to guess.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I watched it 15 times in a year, the first year. So,
God damn.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if
Lord.
I've gone 2 months without watching this movie.
How
if
is
we're being
that not
honest.
number 1, bro?
It's just
Seen
it'd be like that.
many times.
Yep.
Oh.
It's been a little over a month since I've last seen it, just so everybody knows.
Oh, okay. Good thing you have a break from your addiction, man. Takes 30
May
days.
Oh, no. He's,
May 11th
He's,
I watched
he's clearly saying that as if like he's like.
Gonna need to watch
I'm
it.
itching. I'm itching to.
Gonna need to see it again
to
too.
watch it again.
Okay, yeah, it's happening this week because he talked about it.
Yeah, it probably is. Probably is a week. This weekend, that's probably happening.
Okay, my number 2 is Blade Runner 2049. I don't think this movie will ever drop from number 2. It's just certified lock. It definitely will never drop from top 3. Just for me, this is my top all-time just sci-fi, futuristic cities movie. I'm a sucker for that. Always have been since I was a kid, and this movie landed all what I wanted for it.
Cool. Again, making a second appearance.
Yeah, man.
Ryan Gosling.
Best rule.
Yeah. Number 2, Logan. Man, what a tearjerker this movie was. Yeah, love it. Can't say enough good things about it. That's my number 2. Yeah. Yes. And Blake has realized something. Blake
I'm
has
proud
realized.
of you. I'm proud of you. I
That's
want
it.
you to know.
It hasn't dropped that far, but it's dropped out of the top 10.
I'm proud
Just
of you.
because
Just know.
I'll tell you afterwards, but yeah.
I'm proud of you.
So I guess I'll just go.
My
with
number 1. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean it's everyone knows it's fucking Infinity War. That's just never gonna be topped. I'm pretty sure. I mean something needs to come out that's like catastrophically amazing in order for it to like dethrone it from number 1. Most watched. I probably have watched that movie at least 30 times, 35 times, at least.
That's a little concerning.
Probably more.
Considering
Probably
And he forgot the snap in
it's a
the
little
in the scene. video.
Yeah,
That is
you
nuts.
know,
That is nuts.
you know.
It also
Remembers
is
the
concerning
intro.
that you're saying you've seen it 30 times, and that came out, 4 years before Batman, and I've probably seen Batman 25 times.
Yeah, but like that is a concern. It really is. You know,
It
there's
really
reasons why
is.
We're laughing a little bit.
Yeah, no, it definitely is, but I'm probably going to rewatch it within the next 4 days. So,
Okay. Jesus.
such a good movie. My number 1 probably will always be number 1, Good Will Hunting. This movie is phenomenal. It is, like I said, I think I really enjoy movies that do a good job of balancing well-placed humor along with having like kind of a serious tone along with it. And this one does best out of any movie ever in my eyes. I just think the acting was phenomenal in it. Robin Williams as, he does have comedic parts in this movie, but he's kind of like the wise old man in a sense, which is kind of surprising because this came out in like the 90s. So it's like to think about he was like playing an old man at that point. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I just thought this movie was phenomenal. It is the best fall movie of all time. Like, I just only watch it in fall because it just fits the vibe. And I just love it, and I would find it very hard to believe anything passes it. The only chance that something passes it is if at some point it just doesn't hit the way it does, and the Batman keeps hitting how it hits.
It's fighting for that number one spot, bro.
It is.
It
It
really
is.
man.
It really
The
is.
fucking Batmobile's after his ass. All right. My number one, and it is a lock and will always be a lock, is obviously Everything Ever All at Once. This is just Josh movie is the only way I could describe it, and it'll stay there.
Hell
Not a
yeah.
whole lot of changes between our lists. Not too much, at least, especially up towards the top.
Except
Alex
for me.
did. Alex did grow up though. Number 5 is gone, which is
Spider-Man 2.
happy to hear about it.
The only reason, because I was like, okay,
Because they
this
suck.
was a struggle. No,
You grew up.
no.
You grew up.
This was a struggle because
It sucks.
I really enjoyed Dune Part 2, and I couldn't, and as I was going and putting it into the list, I was like, okay, I like it more than this one, more than this one, more than this one, but then I started thinking, bro, I can't remove any of these, but like the
But you
last
can remove the
category-
one that's not good.
I removed it solely based on rewatchability, and I just have not rewatched it in recent years. It's been at least 2 years since I've seen it. So,
Is there a reason
and-
why that could be? Is
What?
there a reason why?
No, I just haven't gotten around to it. You know?
Weird.
Listen, new movies keep coming out. I have my
In movies
clear
that
favorites.
suck, we grow up and realize, oh shit, this is terrible. When I was a kid, this was good, and then we're like, oh wait, Sam Raimi is an awful director, and these are terrible, and there's no chemistry between the actors, and why the fuck do I care about Spider-Man and fucking MJ being together because they're horrible, and the directing is super weird.
Okay. I got nothing to say. I got
Look
nothing
at
to say.
that. No, the only thing
That's-
I noticed from this is I was obviously I knew it was going to be number one, but I kind of just remembered is I was curious if American Fiction did break your top 10, Blake, because you said you really liked it and you said it was potential. Top
It had
10,
potential for sure.
but then
It definitely was one that I was talking about, but at the end of the day, it kind of became that and Green Book for which one was going to get 9 because 10 was going to be Godzilla pretty much, and I think Green Book just has a better balance of comedy with kind of serious thing happening that I just enjoyed more.
Fair enough.
So that's going to do it. As we said, not a whole lot has changed for the most part, especially once you get to the top for us, but that's our top 10 favorite movies. Obviously, there's bias in these movies. We're not saying these are the greatest shot, directed, blah, blah, whatever.
They are the
These
top
just-
30 of all time.
Yeah, these are our personal, and you should pick one of these lists to treat as the 10 commandments of these are just facts and there's no arguing with them. So
Exactly.
let us know in the comments below which of these is the better 10. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.